I just wanted to come in, contribute to any way I could possible, whether it was defensive, offensively, just staying ready like they told me and, just playing with a chip on my shoulder and doing whatever it takes to help the team win games.
What do you think the best part of your game is to kind of help the team?
I just think like I can be like an all-around player, just a good two-way player that's just like that can play both ends of the floor effectively and, that just plays really hard and competes at a high level.
Um, what do you guys? The last time you guys played D3 school, I think it was Alma. It seemed like coach wasn't too happy with how you came out. It seemed like you guys were going through the motions. Do you think that was better tonight, just in terms of your energy coming out?
Yeah, we wanted like we haven't been playing good against like teams that have been like lower than us. So we just wanted to come out and just play with energy and just get better each and every game. Not take steps back, but just get better and play our principles.
What was going on there? It seemed like you guys had a hard time separating until that like second half of the second half, like under 10 minutes there. I think it got within 12 points. Kind of talk about what was going on when Elmo was having those runs.
Oh yeah, I think we got a little flat. I think defensively, like certain missed assignments, and of course not boxing out and rebounding. And other team, they were just playing harder than us. So I just think we had to pick our energy up and just play much harder and just do our principles, like what coach tells us.
I was just wondering, as a student, obviously exams are over now. It's kind of nice to just get a break and then just come out and play basketball here while those are done, and then you transition over to just playing ball right now.
Yeah, it's a good time. I mean, you don't have to worry about schoolwork or anything. You can just hoop, play ball. Do what you love. I mean, we all love playing basketball. That's why we're all here. So, yeah, I love it.
And then you have a little time off before for your next game, and that was at Michigan State. Are you guys you think you'll kind of use that game, as a game maybe you can measure up and kind of see where you are, as you go into conference play?
Yeah, I mean, if you notice our team, all these big games we're always up for, especially we're going to be on the road as well, and we're a very good road team. So I think we'll be very prepared to go out and to compete hard with Michigan State because, I mean, we feel like we're just as good as them, so we'll give our best shot.
Yeah, I mean, Robin just talked about it in the post-game radio show. He said mission accomplished, and that's about the way I feel. We had to come in. We had a chance. This is one of the games that coaches fear the most. It's called the getaway game. The game where as soon as it's over with, everybody gets away to go with their family. And so I talked to the guys tonight, right before the game. I said, how many of you have your bags packed already? How many of you bought your Christmas presents? How many, and a lot of the guys had. And I said, and now the trick is to make sure that you're concentrating, your 100% concentration on the task at hand. I thought we came out well, especially offensively. We obviously did, and I thought we played pretty well in the first half. We had some silly mistakes after we get up. That's been a little bit of a bugaboo for us here. But I wasn't happy with the beginning of the second half. But after we got it back and we pressed a little bit, got our energy going, then I thought we picked things back up and finished pretty well. Really happy to get, nobody played more than 25 minutes, and a lot of guys got minutes. We got everybody in the first half, as well. And we had some guys play really well, especially Adrian. It was our last non-Division I game. It was the coming out party for Rafael Cruz, and he got a rhythm out there, and he felt good about himself, and he hasn't looked back since. And this one here, I'm hoping can be the same thing for Adrian. So, some good things happen out there. Biggest thing is we get the win. Everybody goes home with a warm, fuzzy feeling, about the third win in a row, and can go spend time with their families now.
I think it was, I'm trying to see, I can't find it here, but it was like 10 minutes. I think it was like 11:40 or something. It was about 60-46, and there's a timeout down here. You were laying in pretty good, but that was kind of the catalyst after that. You think it was an 11-0 run after about 10 minutes there. What did you say to your guys? What was the change that you saw?
What I said, I can't really repeat verbatim, but it was just basically I wanted to stop right now. This is enough, and let's get our focus back, and let's get our energy back, and that's enough. you know, and we were just kind of trading punches, going back and forth. They had beaten us, you know, in the second half up until that point, and they'd actually won the second half, and so we just needed to get their focus back, put a lot of the starters back in along with AD in there as well. I thought that they played pretty hard. I thought Mike Flowers had a terrific game, floor game, as well as his focus. You know, where some other guys, you know, lost some focus off and on throughout the game. I thought Mike was terrific tonight. One of his best floor games all the way around. Passed the ball well, saw it, shot the ball well, did everything well. You know, but it was more of a message of that's enough.
I thought the last time you guys played a D3 school, I think it was Alma, and you know, you weren't happy with how you guys started. You said you kind of go through the motions. Did you see a difference in that today, just in terms of how you guys started the game and maybe had a little more energy there?
Yeah, I did. You know, we had a really good shoot around today, and then the same thing, the pregame. I thought that the pregame was really good. I don't go out there for it. The coaches relayed the pregame part of things to me, and felt like the guys were pretty focused. They know how worried I was about the aforementioned getaway game. But I thought we got off to a really good start. Well, we've had a problem with, no matter when it is we get out to a little bit of a lead, and then we let our foot up off the gas pedal. You know, and we did it in Manhattan game the other day. We got up 7. You know, they came back on us. We've done it. You can go back to Milwaukee and McNeese. You know, we get up and then let our foot up off the gas pedal. I mean, we were up double digits on Milwaukee, you know, and then they came in the second half. They came back and took the lead. They obviously forced the 3 overtimes, you know. So we have to get better at playing with the lead. Tonight, that wasn't the problem. The beginning of the game was not the problem. In the Alma game, I thought we came out really flat. I thought our guys came out well with this one, but after we got the lead, we lost a little bit of focus in there, and yeah, we got to get better with that.
And then the 15 turnovers probably played a little bit of part in that. It looked like B. Artist ran into a couple, you know, traps there, and you kind of pulled him to the side. Is it just, obviously a really talented player, is it just a learning curve for him right now and, you know, a matter of slowing the game down?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't turn the ball over a ton. You know, a Manhattan team that presses all the time. You know, and he didn't play great in that game, but he's played pretty well. What's interesting, it's going to be really interesting to see, because, you know, we come back and we have Michigan State, but then conference play begins, and we have played against. I don't recall playing a non-conference schedule where we have seen as many different styles of play, drastic styles of play from one end to the other, as we have this year. You know, we've never played a team like Manhattan, you know, that'll play three different defenses all in the same possession, in one 30-second span. You know, they'll press you, and then they fall back into a zone, then they move over into a man-to-man. So that kind of keeps you off balance. You just got to play. You know, we've played Ole Miss that went to the 1-3-1 trap. We've played Oklahoma State, and I can't remember. There was another one in there that was really on the line, up the line, didn't allow you to make a pass. You know, and Ole Miss did some of that. We've played some teams that played quite a bit of zone. You know, we've played some teams with great guards. We've played some teams with really good big guys. You know, we've been all over the place. And when you get into the MAC, other than Eastern, you know, almost everybody plays line 'em up basketball, you know, man-to-man, and they run their sets and they go. So it'll be interesting to see how far our guys have improved when you go up against more of the traditional teams that we normally see in the MAC, and don't junk it up.
And then just kind of big picture-wise, you talked about the guys getting a little bit of break. Early in the year, you guys had the stretch where you played a lot of games in a short amount of days. So how nice will it be to get that break, especially, you know, preparing for a team like Michigan State?
Yeah, it's a great question. We're beat. You know, we're really tired. I know a lot of teams are, but we are. I mean, we're really tired right now. It's a lot of travel, a lot of flights. You know, Oklahoma, Florida, Mississippi. You know, via Memphis. You know, it's not just. You know, it's a lot of sitting. Then obviously New York. It's a lot of sitting around in airports. Some bumpy flights. Some some places where you fly into, like Ole Miss, you can't fly into there. You can fly into Memphis, and then you drive there. You got Oklahoma State, you fly into Oklahoma City, and then you drive to Stillwater. So there's a lot of time in buses and planes, and so to get our feet on the ground, to get through this, I thought we could have won a couple of more ball games, but to get through this at 7-5, to be 2-2 on the road, with our 2 road losses being at Ole Miss and at Oklahoma State, to get through this and get to this break, it's much needed. It's a much needed break right now, and comes at the perfect time. It'll allow our guys. We don't have. I think we got a chance to get Squeaky back here soon, as well, and so to get through this stretch and then get these guys home with their families and be able to put their arms around their loved ones and hopefully find a gym, stay in shape. It's the perfect time for us.
I'll throw in one more question.
Yeah.
Coach, this will be the last time before we talk to Michigan State. So what do you know about them, and then what is that experience like? We obviously did Michigan last year, but what is that experience like for these guys who grew up around Michigan or just even know Michigan State as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, it's our first time playing Michigan State since I've been here, and so it's obviously we know about them. You watch them on TV quite a bit. They're preseason ranked #1 team in the nation, and they play a brutal schedule. Coach Izzo challenges his guys all the time. Every year they play a really difficult schedule. They're not scared of taking their team and playing true road games as well. And so obviously Cassius Winston is one of the best players in the country, and he's the straw that stirs the drink over there. And but they have some outstanding players. It's not every day we go up against McDonald's All-Americans. And so it'll be a huge challenge for us. But it's something that our guys love to do, and so, I'm sure even our guys that come from out of the area, Michigan State it's no longer a regional program, it's a national program. They recruit on a national scale. I live in LA. You can walk into a Foot Locker in LA and you can see the S. And so they're known, so this is it'll be a good game for us. It'll be a great game for us coming back from the break, to get us ready for conference play, and it's something that our guys, I'm sure, will look forward to.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks,
Thank you.
guys. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you too.